Seventh grader speaks out after being sent home for wearing a t-shirt that said there are only two genders. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis of the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video we have a 12-year-old middle school student who stood up for his rights and got in trouble for it. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. We're more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over it, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. A 12-year-old middle school student is speaking out after he was sent home from school for refusing to remove a t-shirt that read, "There are only two genders." The 7th grader, Liam Morrison, attends John T. Nichols Jr. Middle School, and during a board meeting on April the 13th, he revealed to Middleborough Public Schools that he was in a gym class one day, and someone on the school staff told him that he had to take his shirt off because people were complaining and that it was making them feel unsafe. Yes, the words made people feel unsafe. They told me that they told me that I wasn't in trouble, but it sure felt like I was. Morrison told the board. I was told that I would need to remove my shirt before I can return to class. When I nicely told them that I did not want to do that, they called my father. Morrison said he was only told by the school staff to remove his shirt because it was targeting a protected class. Who was a protected class, Morris asked? Are their feelings more important than my rights? Okay, I'm gonna dig a little deeper into the story. I'm gonna let you look at this quick little video of the young man was sitting there talking, kind of articulate himself in a very sharp way, and we'll dive back into my thoughts right after this.
I never thought that the shirt I wore to school on March 21st would lead me to speak with you today. On that Tuesday morning, I was taken out of gym class to sit down with two adults for what turned out to be a very uncomfortable talk. I was told that people were complaining about the words on my shirt, that my shirt was making some students feel unsafe. Yes, words on a shirt made people feel unsafe. They told me that I wasn't in trouble, but it sure felt like I was. I was told that I would need to remove my shirt before I could return to class. When I nicely told them that I didn't want to do that, they called my father. Thankfully, my dad supported my decisions and came to pick me up. What did my shirt say? 5 simple words. There are only two genders. Nothing harmful, nothing threatening, just a statement I believe to be a fact. I have been told that my shirt was targeting a protected class. Who is this protected class? Are their feelings more important than my rights? I don't complain when I see pride flags and diversity posters hung throughout the school. Do you know why? Because others have a right to their beliefs just as I do. Not one person, staff, or student told me that they were bothered by what I was wearing. Actually, just the opposite. Several kids told me that they supported my actions and that they wanted one too. I was told that the shirt was a disruption to learning. No one got up and stormed out of class. No one burst into tears. I'm sure I would have noticed if they had. I experience disruptions to my learning every day. Kids acting out in class are a disruption, yet nothing is done. Why do the rules apply to one, yet not another? I feel like these adults were telling me that it wasn't okay for me to have an opposing view. Their arguments were weak, in my opinion. I didn't go to school that day to hurt feelings or cause trouble. I have learned a lot from this experience. I learned that a lot of other students share my view. I learned that adults don't always do the right thing or make the right decisions. I know that I have a right to wear a shirt with those 5 words. Even at 12 years old, I have my own political opinions, and I have a right to express those opinions. Even at school, this right is called the First Amendment to the Constitution. My hope in being here tonight is to bring the school committee's attention to this issue. I hope that you will speak up for the rest of us so we can express ourselves without being pulled out of class. Next time, it may not only be me. There might be more students that decide to speak out. Thank you for your time and good night.
Now, this young fella, I'm actually proud of him for actually standing up for his rights, okay? I'm gonna read a little excerpt that obviously you may have already heard. I'm gonna read it anyway so that I can put a button on this story. I don't complain when I see pride flags and diversity posters hung throughout the school. Morrison continued, do you know why? Because others have a right to their beliefs, just as I do. Okay, so I salute that young man because actually at the end of the day, a lot of times when you go into school, you're doing stuff in the school classrooms and you got your teachers, you got your advisors and so forth and so on. They're giving you advice on what you should and shouldn't do. And clearly, I'm sure he was approached by several people saying, hey, you shouldn't be wearing this. And I'm actually, I salute him because it's kind of like, okay, what's wrong with his shirt? There's only two genders. At the end of the day, there is only two genders. Whether you believe it or you don't, it was Adam and it was Eve. One was a male, one was a female. That's it. Now, everything else that happened all in between is because of the mixing of Adam and Adam or Eve and Eve. You know what I'm saying? So, or a combination of all of them put together. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if you choose to do whatever you want to do, fine, that's you. That's your life. That's what you got to live for. That's how you got to do it. And so forth and so on. I have nothing against gay people. I have nothing against trans people. I have nothing against anyone that decides that they want to be far right or far left. The only thing I ask is don't come bothering me the way that I am. I mind my own business. I ain't bothering you, so don't come bother me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We can all work together and do what we need to do. At the end of the day, I'm not a judge. I can't sit and tell you who you are, what you should be doing. You going to hell, heaven, wherever you going. I don't know where you going. But at the end of the day, I'm concerned with me and my family and making sure everything is cool. But ultimately, I have to control who I am and what I do for me. You know what I'm saying? I can give advice to others, you know what I'm saying, about how I feel about certain things, but I can't make you do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I respect everyone for their decisions in life. You know what I'm saying? So you do what you want to do. I salute you. I have nothing bad to say against you. You know what I'm saying? And, we could all live in this one happy place. Now, getting back to this young man, he stood up. And it's just like, you don't see that a lot. You don't see that a lot these days. There's a lot of people that just follow behind what someone else tells them to do. You know what I'm saying? We go to church. Someone in church tells us what to do. We go to work. Somebody tells us what to do. We go to school. Somebody in school tells us what to do. Sometimes we hanging out with friends. They want to tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you got kids. Sometimes they even want to tell you what to do. You know what I mean? So it's like someone's always want to tell somebody what to do. Somebody always got it all figured out. Somebody always want to tell us what to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you have to make your own decisions for your own life. And the fact that this young man stood up and did what he needed to do for himself. He was like, okay, call my father. That's fine. I'll take the hit. Nothing that he said was wrong. Nothing that he said should have offended anyone. Okay? He didn't say anything bad. There are only two genders. At the end of the day, there is only two genders. Now, obviously, they want to say that other gender is the gender neutral crowd. And if that's what you identify as, okay, kudos. All right? That's fine. I have nothing against that. You know what I'm saying? But you also know that reproduction only comes from a man and a woman. Two men cannot reproduce a child. Okay, it has to come from a woman. Okay, that's how God had it. Okay, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Whether you take a science class and you try to figure that out through science, chemistry, whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're a child out there and someone's trying to tell you, what you should do and what you shouldn't do, you know what I'm saying? You should, if you're smart enough and respectful enough to say, hey, listen, I appreciate you telling me what you're saying, you know what I'm saying, relaying that information to me. But, I'm gonna stand down. I'm gonna do this right here. I feel confident about this. I'm gonna stand out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what if people always got told what to do and how they wanted to do and so forth and so on? It would never be a world without slavery because blacks would be enslaved for the rest of their life. If I got my thumb on you, okay, you think I'm gonna let you up? No. We gonna ride. I ain't gonna feeling bad for you. You doing all my work for me. Oh, look, man, look. Okay. And even when you got past that, you got segregation. Okay. Do you think that if Martin Luther King decided, hey, you know what? Let's just not rock the cradle. Let's just stand pat and just, do what they say do and everything is cool. No. Martin Luther King went out and he did what he needed to do. Now, the world's a better place for it because at the end of the day, we need each other. As much as people try to tell you, women try to tell you they don't need no man, men try to tell you they don't need no woman, you know what I'm saying? Whites say they don't need no blacks, blacks say they don't need no whites, so forth and so on, okay? So many different generations, so many different people, so many different cultures, so many different, nationalities is going to sit there and come out and say, well, I don't need this, well, I don't need that. No, we all need each other. This is the way life is built. This is how we, as a society and a humanity, will get ahead in life. By everyone working together, doing what they need to do, doing their piece of the puzzle, so that way we can move, civilization further, okay? If we don't work with each other, we're going to destroy each other, and then we're going to be extinct, all right? And the only thing that's going to be left is just the animals. So if we want to move forward, we have to work together and do what needs to be done. At the end of the day, this the only message I want you to get to understand what I'm saying is we all need to work together in harmony, okay? You ain't gonna always have a day where everything is wonderful and great, but we can still work together in harmony and we can make this world move further, move better, and accomplish a lot more. Teamwork makes the dream work. At the end of the day, you know it and I know it, so let's continue to move forward and do what we need to do and help each other out, and let's go get the win. All right? With that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. There'll be more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. On my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. On my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to AG's POV. Do me a favor, head on over to TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I do different, reels on Instagram, YouTube Shorts. I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm just trying to, keep the entertainment coming. I do the best I possibly can do for what I'm working with, and hopefully, you can share it with somebody. Pass the word on to the next person. Let them know, that AG's guy, he's funny. Some people may say I'm boring. Some people say I'm funny. Some people say I'm witty. I'm this, I'm that. I'm all those things. I'll be the first to tell you that. But at the end of the day, I'll do this for you. So with that being said, I love every single one of y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.